right, welcome back to the OffBeat Sports Podcast. We're just going to talk about the idea of the fake fans and the fake crowd noise. It's something that's been talked about recently, and it's just us today. So they want to bring in like fake fans, and they want to do like in some cases they want to put virtual fans in the stands, and they want to put in fake crowd noise, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I'm sorry. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I think it'd be cooler not to have it because then we get a real game experience where you can hear what's going on. In football, you can hear the hits. You can hear like what the players are saying, and I think it'll be very interesting to hear that stuff. And I think virtual fans and artificial fan noise will just kind of ruin it, and it'll just sound too like cheesy, like it'll sound like a video game, and I don't think that'll be a good idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it depends on the sport because for football, I wouldn't mind it in football. It would be cool to hear like the hits, but they have those audio guys on the sideline who like have the discs, so you can still probably hear that. But I think football without fans would be really weird.
I think football coaches, but I think football coaches aren't going to want that. Football coaches aren't going to want to have no fans because a huge thing is like you might be able to hear what a coach is saying from across the field.
Well, don't have mics near the coaches.
I'm talking about coach to coach.
All right, well, but I think if you have virtual fans, it'll look stupid. What I think they could do instead is they could do what they did with the draft and just have the screen of the fans.
Well, they were doing that. They were talking about inputting virtual fans, not even just the sound, literally
I know, they make it look like the stands are. And then
there was another thing where it was you could probably I think it's the soccer leagues, the leagues across in Europe and stuff that are playing right now. They're saying you could pay money to have your face put on a dummy that's put in the stands.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, I don't know who that.
That is.
I don't think in America there would be any NFL fans who would be like, yeah, I'll pay money to have my head on a dummy. I don't think people.
Oh, yes, there will. Yes, there will.
One creepy, two cheesy, and I think maybe the artificial fan noise just to keep the players.
The only reason I understand the artificial
fan noise really I think affects play. So maybe that, but I think virtual fans seeing it's just gonna be so weird.
I could see people buying into that just because people are fucking stupid, but I don't know.
I don't see anyone really buying that.
Yeah, maybe
come on, there's so many dumb NFL. You don't think Cowboys fans are gonna be like, dude, I have my face on a dumb thing.
People would do it, but it would. I don't think.
How much are they gonna charge?
As a fan watching football, I think it'll look stupid, and I think the way they could do it is do it like the draft.
Did you hear? There was this story about. I don't know if it was recently. I don't remember. I think it was recently. Some league ordered a bunch of things to put in the stands. It might have been one of the soccer leagues. I don't know. I think it was the soccer leagues. They ordered a bunch of dummies to put in the stands, and a bunch of sex dolls showed up. So they had to put masks and jerseys over sex dolls and put them in the bleachers. And then people realized that they were sex dolls. And started shitting all over the team for it. And they had no explanation. They couldn't say anything. There was just sex dolls all over the stadium.
That's so bad.
And the brand name was across the face of the sex doll. So it's whatever the company name is, and then it's
do they have fans' faces over it?
No, it's just a plain doll. They thought they were getting dummies.
So bad.
They thought they were getting dummies, and they got a bunch of sex dolls.
That was definitely a soccer league.
Imagine the Patriots ordered a bunch of fake fans and a bunch of blown.
Yeah, I think
Belichick would be like, no.
Belichick would be like, these are all going in my office, and then.
I think that some problems it's really weird with no fans because. I've watched UFC and it's just so different. And you can hear what the trainers say to their fighters, and it might be tough to put on national TV because there's probably going to be a lot of swearing that goes on. and they're not
That's
allowed
why
to
they're
do
gonna
that.
if they
Well,
do
it's
that
gonna have
with
to be
no
like
fans.
it's gonna have to be like pre-record. They're gonna have to like.
No, they don't
be
have
a
to
little-
pre-record it. They just
No,
have to
it's
have,
gonna have to be like a little bit delayed so they can like filter stuff out.
yeah, they'll just have a
that's what
delay
they're
so
gonna
they
have to
can.
do.
They'll just have a
Stuff's
delay
gonna
so they can.
fall through the cracks, so you're gonna hear stuff, but it's not gonna be as bad.
They'll
Yeah,
just
it's
have
gonna
like
have
a
to be
couple
delayed.
second delay so they can
And
drop
they'll
stuff.
probably have to like warn the players and be like, try not. Well,
They won't warn
Yeah,
the players.
that's what they did. That's what they did for the UFC. They still miss stuff and they time it bad and stuff like that.
yeah.
But they could just have a drop. Like they could just have like a 3-second delay so they can just drop stuff whenever they want.
Well,
Which is
3
what
seconds. Do you think realistically people can be like 3 seconds? Oh, like
All they do is click a button and it just like it's like like the beeping when you hear the F word on on TV. That's all they do. Is that you just click a button.
I
and
got
you hear
that, but like still, it's
all right, call it 5 seconds. That's plenty of time.
Yeah, but I think yeah they'll really
Nobody's
You
like-
still have to make sure you do it at the right time.
Nobody's
Yeah.
like fuck like over and over and over again. Like it's not gonna happen.
I mean, it could.
Well, you
Someone
just did it.
frustrated in the NFL.
You just did it.
Well, yeah, but I mean like
you don't think like
that's not something they couldn't catch though. Like even
you
so,
don't, think you don't think somebody in the Browns is not swearing up a storm after they lose every game with Baker Mayfield at QB?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I think it's interesting, the whole fan thing, because either way, it's going to be weird. I mean, if you don't put the fake fans in, then it'll be a different.
Awkward.
It's going to be weird. But if
No,
you do put
no.
the fake fans in,
I think
it's going to
if
be
you
weird.
don't put the fake fans in the stands, I don't think there's because they wouldn't put literal dummies in every seat.
No, I think they're only going to do it.
They'd be virtual. They'd just be on the screen.
No, so I think what they were thinking of doing for like the dummy thing is they would only put them in the bottom bowl of like the
That's what I was gonna
arenas.
say.
No, that's not what they were doing.
So then, because you don't see the top of like when you're watching.
That's not what the NFL was doing. The NFL was talking about putting them like virtually on the screen.
No, I know that. I saw that. I knew about that.
But I think that would look stupid. I don't think they should do that. I think maybe you could get away with the artificial noise if they can get it to sound
I don't know. That'd be
fairly
really hard. You have to react to like what a real crowd would do, and that's so difficult. And then another thing is like, all right,
You can just take like recordings
but
from
think
other
about it
games.
this way.
Yeah,
Think about it this way. This is huge, right? So whenever say there's a bad call, right? If there's a bad call, are they going to have the crowd boo the NFL refs, the fake crowd? Are they going to? Because you can't simulate a fake crowd.
I don't think it'd be booze. It'd be like, oh, what? Like
That's booze.
That's just kind of something.
Well, not booing. They wouldn't be like,
But that's still the
"Boo."
same. Really, they're all like, "Fuck you, ref! You fucking suck." What do you want to play that? Like,
Well, no, they're not going to do that. But
One,
maybe
chill. Two, I think like we need. I don't think we. I think we can. They'll do that because it's not going to be the NFL doing it. It's going to be the stations.
no, I think. Well, yeah, but I don't know.
The stations like don't filter out like the negative responses. Like when they do, it's therefore they can have that.
Yeah,
in
but they
their
have a contract
context.
with the NFL, so whatever they do is going to reflect back on them.
I don't think the NFL is going to be like, oh, it has to all be positive. Like that's not how football works. Then there's no point in putting any noise in.
I get it. I'm just saying.
I think you can put some noise in, but there's a difference between having some noise and having it be like Arrowhead where you can't even hear the audibles, which I don't think they'll do.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't do that. And I think if they put in fake noise, it's not even going to be like the players. I think it's just going to be like on the broadcast.
It's just going to be hard to manipulate.
It's not gonna be in the stadium. The stadium's not
They're
going
not
to
gonna
be
play
like
through the
erupting
stadium
in
speakers?
cheers after a touchdown.
I think they talked about doing that. I think they
I thought
talked
they were
about.
going to do it in the stadium speakers.
I heard them talking
are?
about playing them through the
Also,
stadium speakers because
Like the
of what I was
Falcons.
saying. Will you listen?
on.
Because of what I was saying earlier, with the coaches having a problem with the opposing coaches being able to hear their calls.
That's
so they
true.
would play it through the stadium thing because it's like Bill Belichick doesn't want Bill O'Brien, even though Bill O'Brien's a freaking moron, to hear him like making calls and
Yeah,
be
all
able
the
to pick
coaches
up
you
on
could
his
have
calls.
He's not a horrible
All the coaches
coach.
you
He's
could have
just
picked,
a
you could
bad
have Bill
GM.
O'Brien.
I'm just saying in general he's a moron. It's not about Bill O'Brien. I'm just naming a coach that they
Yeah.
play. I'm just saying like in general, someone they play.
But no,
But-
yeah, I think putting like artificial fan noise in the stadiums makes sense in a like fact where like you can't hear the other team's plays, like, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna sound stupid, and the players are just gonna be like, they're not gonna feel anything from it.
Yeah, I think in the NFL, if I was the NFL, I would probably just do some crowd noises in the speakers. I wouldn't do the dummy thing. I think that's stupid. But I would put maybe some noise in the speakers, but nothing crazy. And for the MLB, I don't think they really need to do anything because
If I'm
the
NFL,
Orioles had a game a couple of years ago where they didn't have
if I'm the
fans, and it was fine.
if I'm the NFL and I want to have fans in the stands, right, like real fans in the stands to start the season,
Yeah.
something they could do, which isn't like the craziest thing in the world, but say you only allow the family members of your players in the stands.
Do you think they're going to still have people in the boxes, in the luxury boxes?
Yeah, they could do that, but
No,
that's not
they
right.
won't. They won't.
Why?
You don't think so?
Probably not. If they're not going to let anyone in, then why are they going to let them in?
Why can't they have the luxury?
Because they're
boxes?
secluded.
They're secluded and
Yeah, I don't see it.
They're still going to have the owners' boxes.
They'll
Like
have
with
the
their
owner
families.
boxes, but they're not going to have like you can buy a box for a game. Like you're not going to be able to do that.
but the family members thing's interesting.
It would be expensive, though.
They
The
could-
league would make
they
a lot of
could
money
do
for
that.
the owners.
They
The
could do
family
that,
members thing would be interesting, yeah. Like because think about it, if
and that's
they-
a ton of that's a ton of family. Like or
because
like
each roster's 53-man roster. What if you get a ton of those people to come?
well, because if they're the only ones in the stadium, they'll probably come.
Yeah.
But I mean, all right. So final takes, Fosi. What's your final take? Yes or no to virtual or artificial fan noise?
No, I want to hear some like interesting stuff that you wouldn't hear, like trash talk and stuff. Even though it's going to be filtered, I don't want fake fans. I'd rather hear it.
Yep, I agree. I say no.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with the noises as long as you can still hear the on-field stuff, but just a little bit to make it seem a little more like a football game.
Yeah. All right. How about our virtual fans?
I don't really have an opinion on that. If they want to do it, fine. I wouldn't care,
I think
I don't really want to watch.
I don't want it to look like a video game. So
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
I really don't want to watch like Wii baseball when I go to watch an NFL game. So
Dude, you don't want to watch Wii baseball?
I'm good, dude. I'm good. I don't think I need it. I get it. It'd be a sense of normalcy, but at the same time, like I don't know. I don't think you need it. And honestly, I heard like they were talking about it on the radio about like they were watching the soccer games that had no fans, and it wasn't that bad. Like the look of it, you don't really notice it because you're so focused on the game. It's like who cares? Like whatever. I don't think you need to put fans in, but I think I don't know if you're gonna put the crowd noise in, then I guess you have to put the animated fans. But I'd say no for both.
I don't think you have to.
Yeah, I say no to both. I want to see. I think it'll be a different experience, and I'll actually make the NFL more popular.
All right.
All right. Good.